Okay. Go on audio. Okay. All right. This is set number 2 for the evening.
Set number 2.
And as always, these two don't know anything about them. I know what they are, but I haven't tried them yet. They were opened for this. So, yeah.
Sounds like he cheated together. Common theme of all
I
these videos.
I wish there was a robot I had that could pick the bottles for me.
2 steps
and hide
ahead
them.
of us all the time, I guess.
No. Well, you'll have that, I guess. So, all right.
I wish that we had a robot that could take your place.
No. I could use a vacation. I wouldn't argue.
Adrian can pick on them, and the robot can provide commentary. Let's see what that guy's up to.
All right. Left to right. You know the drill.
No, I don't. I'm
Well,
going middle to left.
Do
to
it.
Right.
Do it.
This one smells piquant and slightly wafting of.
I
All right.
don't agree with that at all.
Slightly florally and sweet and brown sugar.
Yeah,
I got tons of wood.
Like oak from a barrel, or
It's like
It's
like a felled tree that somebody scattered rose petals on, and then a baker came by and spilled his brown sugar on top of it.
Cody continues to make these more and more obscure.
I don't have any more to add than that. It's like sweet rose petals, brown sugar, and wood.
Okay. Well, that's not what I'm smelling.
No?
It's like, for me, it's like oak and like bonfire a little bit. And like, I don't know, I guess a little honey. I'll put that in there. That's as far as sweet as I'll go. All right. Are we sipping yet? Where are we at? Okay. Ooh, that's hot.
sorry, more of a punch than the other first 4 we had today.
Yeah.
Adrian and his habanero bourbons.
Still kind of woody, I would say. Yeah, I can smell it. The char coming off my breath. Oh, that lingers. Gosh.
Yeah.
It's like a penetrating heat that like fills all the pores on my tongue and doesn't leave.
And your ass.
For like a second, it was like right off the top, it was like a little sweeter. 3 sips in, it's becoming more and more dry and oaky. But like at first, I was gonna say there was like almost like a little bit of like marzipan. I was like for a second, and then gone. Like it's just been erased. Man, that's dry. Jesus. It's like cigar. Any comments, Cody? I don't think you've said anything since you've sipped it.
Just I got on the nose pretty much. Dry oak, brown sugar, but not sweet brown sugar. And like a florally, perfumey almost taste.
Whew. Yeah, it's kind of perfumey just from the fact that there's like, it's almost like a rubbing. It's like a rubbing alcohol, but it's not like it's that high proof. It just pastes to your tongue with heat and then just hangs out in the aftertaste for way too long.
It's like you took a higher proof version of like Maker's Cask Strength, because it's got that
FAE, I would say,
like the bitter oak kind of taste that's drying, but it's also kind of florally to me, like a Four Roses, but it's not wholly like either of them. It's just kind of those distinctive portions of each of those to me. And I feel like they're combined into this, but it's not sweet, and it is drying. But I do get like kind of bitter oak and floral, like both of those.
Whew. All
That's
right.
a good description, Cody.
Thank ya!
Number 2.
More like number 2!
Got him, Cody. This, it's stuff like that I pay you for. Bit more to play with on this one for me. It's a little sweeter, a little bit confectionery, like more like buttery, and then like there's like a kind of an odd, like almost copper tone, like off a different note at the end of like something kind of like reminds me of copper tone.
I was gonna say like honey and turpentine. As
Smells
unpleasant
very alcohol-y.
as unpleasant as that sounds, I don't think it smells unpleasant, but yeah, I go with like copper tone or something, and then a little honey.
It's like overall a little sweeter to me than the first one.
Maybe a bit of like a
Gingerbready to me, a little. In this?
barely. There's just something
I
on
get
the
some
end.
more. I feel like breathing out from one nostril to the side, like I can get some like I don't know if it's eucalyptus, but it's like
Some kind of cooling effect at the
minty,
end.
menthol. or
Yeah,
something.
it's just barely there though.
Okay.
It's not like I wouldn't say, oh, this is a rye because I smell that. No. But like I get maybe some of that. Maybe?
Sippy time.
Okay. Actually,
Way cooler on the tongue.
I'll say, yeah, I think
Yeah.
eucalyptus or whatever the hell's in like Vicks Vapo Rub.
I was gonna say menthol.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a menthol,
I picked out of it.
but like a vegetal earthy menthol. But it's not what's on the front of the palate. I didn't. It takes over like immediately.
Yeah, this really hits you.
It's like on the front of the palate. It's like it's almost like a honey caramel graham crackery, typical kind of rich bourbon taste. But then like that's like the front like 10th of the palate. Then immediately it tastes like hot Neosporin or something. It's like this earthy, yeah, like menthol kind of
I agree that it starts off with like a honey.
medicinal almost.
First like third of it or whatever is like honey, and then there's a little bit of a tree bark.
Dovetails.
Yeah.
Maybe it's barrel dovetail. You big piece of dick.
Not super confident I'll be able to finish these ones. These are like
Now, Ricky.
I'll try, man, but
We Ricky's good time having has I think passed.
This is the night of
it's
champions.
just like
It's so sounds weird.
God, I'm going from like sour beer to dry bourbons. The two ends of the spectrum extremes are just kicking my tongue's ass.
So, as I said, like eucalyptus and like tree bark or like an earthy thing on the second half, but again, I would go a step further and it tastes like medicinal.
yeah.
It tastes like some kind of like
It's a little bitter.
Like I brought up Neosporin, I don't know why, but I wouldn't have any idea what Neosporin tastes like as you're not supposed to eat
Yeah.
it, but for some reason that's what it tastes like.
Tastes like it smells.
It's like Band-Aids or something. It's like, I don't know, some kind of like antiseptic, I think that's what it is. It's like
They're
antiseptic.
making the bourbon and they're like, hey, let's put some of these Band-Aids
Put some
in
iodine in there.
this barrel here. Shut the lid.
We'll make
Seal
them,
in the flavors.
we'll give them the flavor and we'll make them healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, seal it in, Rodney. Shut up.
Okay.
That's not what Will Smith told me.
Number 3.
That one smells almost like nothing.
This is like the damn cinnamon challenge for me. Like my tongue just like cannot like having sips of any of these so far.
Similar. All 3 of these so far smell very similar to me, like
Yeah.
some sweetness with some
Now this one
eucalyptus.
definitely smells like marzipan to me. Now that's on my brain.
It's marzipan again.
It's like butter and sugar and like I think it's like almond paste.
Mm.
It's like a candy kind of.
I don't know. I don't have anything on this one. It's hard
I'm not
to
getting
smell.
rough tree and oak notes on this one, but it's still similar, yeah. There's a little bit of candy orange in there too. But let's see how it tastes.
Well, it tastes similar to the last one. Less medicinal, but some tastes more like
Sweeter.
Yeah,
like root. I don't know.
I think the orange. I do think I taste orange on the body, but it does dry out like the other two. my tongue is not excited about, but it's not as bad with this one, I think. Yeah, you're gonna have to wade through a bit of alcohol punishment for sure. But God, they just are so dry.
What'd you say is a proof on that one?
118 maybe.
No. You think this one's hotter than the other two?
I don't know about that, but it's hot. I instantly forget after I drank the last ones. Well, I remember the last one. I don't remember the first one anymore. This one I get more like they're like subtle distinctions. Like in my brain, I lump them kind of all together with like that like tree bark, earthy, medicinal. And then, but with this one, a little bit more so, like, it's like a horseradish or, that kind of game that I play. But I think that is more of like an earthy root, like vegetable or something. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of, I don't know how to phrase that, like what the hell does a root vegetable mean? But like horseradish is it's like the horseradish root, right? So I think I get more of that on this than the prior one, but they're the same family, kind of. I just get like a little less like bark and a little less medicinal. It's kind of like the last one, just a little less pungent with what it brings, sort of.
I mostly agree. I do think there's a little bit of orange here, and I think the ending, rather than being like oak and char, to me it's a little more leathery. Which is a subtle but significant difference. Maybe tobacco-y too. My tongue is like so desperate. Like, please re-moisturize me.
I'll help you.
I knew I set you up for that.
What? I'll get you a glass of water.
Do not disappoint.
I don't understand what's happening anymore in this crazy world.
4.
Everything's so confusing.
Yes.
Whoa. Jesus, this one. I didn't even get it up my face and I was smelling it. It was like...
Speaking of that root vegetable smell.
That smells like a V8.
Jeez. It was earthy. And then
not quite a V8, of course, but honestly.
Was the theme Bourbons Cody won't like?
A little bit of soy and like... Honestly, to me, this one's the most different smelling of the 4. But...
Maybe, I don't remember one.
Definitely still getting some leather though, but it's a lot more like...
It really still smells like the other ones to me. Like you're gonna taste it and it's gonna be like, oh, and then it's gonna evolve and be like, ooh.
Sweetness.
Yeah.
Sugary, or not sugar, but like marzipan with tobacco and leather.
It's like a little more burnt toast.
But it's very faint. Any sweetness is just like more of a...
I actually get like
very faint,
like a creme brulee, like where they, where they light it, and like that smell, like right after they've lit it, get a little bit of that, where it's like it would normally be sweet, but somebody burnt it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a little.
I give up.
It's a little grassier, a little more straw smelling to me too.
It's barny, it's got the...
Yeah, barnyard a little bit.
Farm vegetables with...
Not so funky, but...
So on the palate, this one is different than the other ones. It doesn't evolve into that straight earthy root medicinal taste. It's pretty much the same throughout, and I don't get as much earthiness, but I do get more of a vegetal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At first, and then like, at least for me, it like kind of glides easily to tobacco or...
Yeah.
I guess I feel as though I get maybe like orange and tobacco, but it's a very little bit, not too much. I think it's just coming off those other two, but I get a very little like vegetal kind of overriding feel to it. But I think I get like orange up front, but I don't know.
I'm getting some kind of other fruit. It's like a little sweeter, and juicier. So like,
butt berries,
like blackberry. Close, Cody. Close. I was thinking blackberry. In fact, it's a little watery to start off, so that gives it like that juice, and then the sweetness comes in and it like trickles in, and then it's like sweet, but it doesn't really have like the tangness or like tartness to me to give it to like really distinct fruit. And then it starts to dry out like the other three have, and it's not as unpleasant to me as the dryness in the other ones. But
would you say the proof is lower than the first three?
Probably.
Doesn't seem like it has much of a punch as the first three.
Yeah, it's almost like sawdusty as opposed to like charred oak barrel. Good lord, this is gonna not be fun picking a rank.
I'm not.
This was not what I was hoping for with this.
I'm
honestly,
be honest. I'm not a huge fan of
any of these. Yeah, can't say I am either.
Best of the worst.
Sometimes you just gotta chug it down.
Which one one loses the least? You know, that's a new game.
It's break time, boys.
Yeah.
Time to put my nuts on the table.
Proceed. Oh, of course he's gonna do it.
He told me to. The producer told me to.
YouTube Red, baby. Red Band trailer.
A red band trailer.
Dude, this whiskey smells like balls. Let's
Get
do
with it.
this. Let's do this. Sit up straight.
Yeah.
Professionals on YouTube.
Yeah.
They demand a show.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
No.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. All right.
Let's go, Ricky. That's my boy.
The quicker we drink, Ricky, the sooner it'll be over.
Now, Ricky.
Ricky is in a bad way.
No.
He's acting up for the crowd now.
No.
This set is suffering from being too much like each other, which is like kind of the idea usually, but
Yep.
Jesus Christ, these are they're too much like each other in all the wrong ways.
Hard to pick out individual flavors. Might be the least offensive, though. Maybe bready? Like a pumpernickel or something? What does pumpernickel smell like? I don't know. Probably this.
Pretty orangey start, and honestly, and it's mixed in with a little honey, and then it like mostly fades away. And I'm like, oh, okay, that wasn't so bad. And then take a couple breaths, and then all that oak comes back up and dries out, and it bounces around my olfactory bulb for what feels like forever, and I'm back to being miserable again. We're killing our friend, Cody.
You ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. Cricket. Dum, 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 dum,
Oh,
dum,
Richie.
dum, dum, dum. We gotta watch Weird Al music videos.
Gosh, this one gets smoky like immediately compared to the other two. Like it like gets so oaky and charry, and like I don't even get to enjoy what flavors are there. It's immediately in your face.
Like somebody lit a eucalyptus candle.
Oof,
And
yeah.
There's too much
Yes,
smoke
this
coming
damn
out of it.
eucalyptus.
Dude, you hang around koalas, you get a good sense for it, man. That kind of sweet aftertaste.
Yeah, the sweetness is actually coming back through that dryness, but it's not a fair fight. The dryness and the char just overwhelm it, and
I smell dumbassery.
nope,
Oh no.
I smell it.
It's
right
with
there.
whoever made this bourbon. What were you thinking I was saying? Why you gotta jump
So
to
what's
conclusions?
we on number one now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see like a confectionery.
It gets
sort of
hot.
smell.
That's I think. Like I when I first had one, it was like, oh, dry and wood, but like compared to the other ones, I don't think that's really its issue. It is hot. It has a long, lingering heat that is
Oh, it smells like
forced to be
peanut.
reckoned with.
Peanut.
Yeah, maybe.
Hmm.
I think I maybe get a little bit of peanut, but it's like real faint. Like peanut shell, maybe more so. I just like, yeah, This one I feel is the most different from the others to me.
It's better this go around than the first time for
I
sure.
just get like but it's similar to 4 in that I don't really pick out like real distinct like, oh, I got this and then this and then this. It's like it's
That one doesn't seem as like dry or harsh to me as it this time around.
I agree. God. Oh my god, ranking these.
I know. I don't know what to do. Help me. Help me, Rhonda. Yeah, get her out of my heart. I'm getting bugged driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where the kids are hip. Ding, 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 ding. Hey guys,
we're gonna go to Zestos.
we're so cool.
We're going to Zestos with our like early 90s gear on, our like hot pink shorts and our lime green hats tilted to the side.
And like exercise bands around our forehead.
And our like pump up Nikes with the neon lights on the bottom. We're like, hey, heard this is where the kids are hit.
Oh my god, Rick.
That's
You're
number
a trooper,
2. That's
dude.
the worst one.
You're a trooper, dude.
Cheers. God. I got my order.
Distinguish a flavor.
I guess I don't know nothing is really what the theme of this
Oh,
Thanks a lot, Adrian. The theme is we don't know nothing.
No, nothing.
Alright, I got my order. Oh, the least fun freaking taste off ever. It was a good theme, but
Never forget.
Jesus, it did not pay off. Nobody puts Ricci in the corner.
Okay, I got my order.
Cody first.
3, 1, or excuse me, 4, 1, 3, 2.
That's mine. The exact same as me.
I'm way different than you guys. 1, 3, 4, 2 for me. What did you guys say?
4, 1,
3, 2.
So 1 and 4, glass, 1 and 4 both are tied for first. Glass 3 is second, but it becomes third because it's the third one, and then 2 is unanimously last. All right, let's see.
Well, let's see what we got here, fellas.
So, all right, hey, guess what, Cody? Guess
Adrian
what came in
said
dead last? The one I thought you wanted to try out of all these.
Oh no! Here we go.
Sam Houston, 15.
Yucky.
Well, that just goes to show
How rich Adrian is.
Not
it was
all
like
that-
67.
not all that shimmers is gold.
Third glass.
Not all that glitters is gold.
All right, second worst is Calumet 15,
Oh.
and then whatever we'll do the 2 that are tied will be wow.
God, I'm so scared.
So first entry of all for IW Harper,
My favorite.
15, and Elijah Craig 18.
How'd you get Sam Houston 15?
You know what's hilarious is that
20.
the store has an online site, and it said they had it in stock. They got their bourbons on like Wednesday, and I went over there on Thursday, and I'm like, hey, the inventory still says you have. They're like, no, we don't. They weren't even open yet, and they're like, well, what? Fine, just come in, and if you can find it, then we'll let you have it. Weren't even open yet. Walked in, like, oh, it's right there, and it's right there behind your counter.
Adrian guy again. Just give him what he wants.
He's like, oh, you're right. Here you go. Sold it to me. I'm gonna guess like $70. Yeah. So you guys picked as your number 1 the IW Harper 15, which I got the most recent out of these 4. And I
The
picked
shiniest turd in the group.
I picked the Elijah Craig.
Yeah, so the only thing that
So
overall I would say none of them really stood out as all that good, which
yeah,
isn't like super. I mean, it's sort of surprising, but not that surprising. Like these are high end, so it's sort of surprising in that regard. I know like Elijah Craig 18 is a lot of people are pretty disappointed with it.
they're
So, you know, in that regard, yes. But the only one I'm surprised with is Sam Houston 15 because that one's most people generally regard it as like it's not like it's like a fan favorite, but like generally speaking, people think it's very good. I did not like it.
Which one?
neither.
Sam Houston, that was the one we liked the least.
Yeah, we were unanimous that was
What
the
are
worst.
you people thinking?
This is, I mean, honestly, I think we're doing something cool here, but constantly doing them blind. Like, imagine how different our tune would be if we knew what it was, and we were drinking it. Like, I think we would find a way to like it. When it's like, look, if you don't know what it is, dude. I mean, this proves your point all along, Cody. Like, I mean, a lot of these things are it's like not worth either. They're not worth the money, or like a lot of even if they are a little better, like a lot of it's hype. And I'm telling you, if I got a Pappy or something, like we'd do it like this, because like that's how you like genuinely grade it against its peers. Now these are all obviously the theme here is super high age stuff, 15 and up. I don't think any of these really excelled. That's often Scotch ages very long. Often bourbon, the cutoff is like kind of a soft 20. There are some like Michter's that supposedly do very well in the 20s, but for the most part, most people agree that like you don't want to age bourbon that long. Like
I'd say even over like, I mean not like this is overall, but like
Okay, Mr. 20 bottles.
like generally like after 12 years, even
You'll
a lot of
finish
people
them.
don't think it's really. It's almost
There are
like a
some.
hindrance.
But like even the Pappies, like they say 15 and 18 are the sweet spots. You don't really want to get into the 20s with them. Yeah, none of these to me, I think I would put up against a lot of the things on my shelf that I like more. So, and the Harper was a big surprise to me. I figured that would be the easy loser here, but goes to show you. And by the way, I think this wins for the most obnoxious cork.
Oh
Look
yeah,
at
let's
this
see
frickin'
it.
thing. God,
Oh.
I could beat someone to death with that cork.
Oh.
It's a thick boy.
Yeah.
Or you can shove it up your ass.
Or you could shove it up your ass.
Have some fun with it. That was sexy.
Well, the boys are getting silly, so I'm gonna end
Hold
the
on.
video.
Hold on. Wait
Yeah.
for it.
Sure does do that, doesn't it?
Ah, that one sucked.
Yeah, that wasn't good.
We gotta do the
I'm doing it on the mic.
pop test on all of these.
You suck.
Typical. Just cheese not sounding.
This one's gonna be good. I got it. I got it.
There.
That was
This one
good.
wins. Adrian,
I don't have anything to add after that.
you're a turd sandwich without the bread. You know that? Sometimes I just don't know what to do.
Hey! That means I'm just a turd.
Wow.
And I don't think that's biologically true.
Nah.
Pretty sure, anyway. Cindered it.
I get butt lay.
Good job.
Yeah.
Rick laughed.
Connected
He
the-
said,
You
That was
literally
a
laughed at how
good line.
much of a stretch it was.
I'm
But
putting thoughts into your ball noggin.
Oh, Reachy.
I wish you put some knots in my bald bottom.
Your bald balls.
Oh, Cody. You just
You're a
have
master of turning a phrase, Cody.
Poet laureate right here. Adrian, what have you done to me?
I fixed you, Ricky.
Yeah.
You're ordering 3 things at a pizza place. You're eating all of your plates when we go out to Asian restaurants. You're
Spilling
finishing
ice
your
cream on
bourbons
the
first.
side of the
You're
driveway.
spilling your ice cream and being a menace to the neighborhood.
Oh,
This is not any
We've
rules.
made you a party dude. You're now the Michelangelo of the group.